I'm sorry for the chaos, guys. Hi, everyone. It's your girl Slice. I'm 25 and I live in South Korea. I recently moved here 2 months ago, to be exact. And I just like to share my experience and like a few things in this particular video. I'd like to share a few things I didn't expect when moving to South Korea. Yeah, so I'll just start from the beginning. Um, so I traveled here uh 2 months back again, and I was on these WhatsApp groups and they were telling us about baggage being strict and stuff like that. I traveled with Qatar. They're really strict. I had like less than 0.5 kg. No, they okay with 0.5 kgs above the requirements for your baggage, but I think more than that, beyond that, you have to unpack your whole bag. And yo, what a mess, guys. At the airport I had like a hanger for a jacket I needed to bring here, so I had to put all the clothing, all my jackets in one hanger. Thank goodness I had my cousin to help me there, because cishe ngishona, cishe umntwana ashona airportini, guys. Anyway, that's the first one. That was like a light one. And then like once I arrived in, I think it was in Doha, I started realizing like this one was a big shock for me, how tall Korean women and men are. Those people are tall actually. Like it's, I feel like we don't talk about it enough. Like people are actually like the society minimum, not minimum, what is that, average height is not as short as I expected. I think it's me projecting what I saw on like what, on movies and stuff like that. People are tall and people actually look like the stereotypes of um not BTS, what is this, K dramas and stuff like that. The people actually look like that sometimes. Some people just look normal, but like there are parts of the society that look like that. Once I saw like a group of gents walking, I did not just do that. Once I saw a group of gents walking down the street together, and and I don't understand like and like gorgeous men walk together. What is that? Anyway, yeah, I think that would be my number two. That's definitely one of the things that shook me when I first arrived. And then one of the next one was traffic rules. Number three was traffic rules. Guys, I come from South Africa. Saura. Guys, in SA, you can decide I'm crossing the road whenever I feel like it, and you can cross the road, and it's fine. Here, there are robots that time the zebra crossings, and if you miss that robot, you're in trouble because the intersections are big. There's lots of cars coming in one direction, so you have to wait till that thing is green, cross in the time that it's on, and then um, move on with your life. If you cross before that, it's frowned upon. It's not like they're gonna arrest you, but no one else does it, so you feel like you're stepping out of line. I think that's the first time actually I like experienced how they keep, how Korean people stay behaving correctly, I guess, like following societal norms. A lot of people, it's frowned upon to step out of your space, like your societal norm. It's very frowned upon. Like no rebels. People don't wear different colors. People just don't step out of what society is. So it's very black and white-ish. A gona motho o tlo tsogang a re o apere pink e bright just for fun, unless it's like those famous people. But like really, it's, yeah, people follow rules a lot. Sorry, I'm just digressing, but I was talking about traffic rules specifically. Hoyalo, and it's very efficient when it comes to the cars and stuff like that. But yeah, that whole rule following thing is also a really big thing. And it also depends from personality to personality, because some people can deal with that and be able to be themselves. Some of us are law abiding citizens, and it makes it very difficult for us to break out of the norm, right? So yeah, that's very different. That's like something that I experienced. So traffic rules were very difficult. Um, and then another thing that I experienced, like this is, I'm going into number four now. Um, being lost a lot, uh, being lost and confused a lot, learning. It's very difficult to move to a new place without, like, it's like, I think it would be very impossible for you to move to a country unless you've done your research extremely well. It would be impossible for you to move to a new place and not get lost or not need to ask questions or stuff like that. It's very difficult, and the language barrier is a big thing. If you don't know Korean, if you don't know the language here, it's going to go down for you because, guys, like, I've been living through life, getting through Kamsamnida, getting through life through with Kamsamnida and Anyang Haseo. That's all I can say at this point. I've learned a few words from my students and stuff like that, but I need to be actively learning Korean because taba tse tsa go latlhega, it ain't for me, baby. It's a big ghetto. I don't do that. I don't do that. So yeah, that's been very difficult. Yeah, the language barrier and getting lost a lot. Yeah, that's very difficult. But people are so willing to help. People are kind, and like, people take care of one another. So you always, like, there's never, I've only experienced one incident where somebody was just rude to me for no reason, but besides that, everyone's been very nice and everyone's more than willing to help you, right? So that one. Another, guys, on the plane here, this words like this word NIDA, nida, like kamsam nida, uh something nida, whatever nida, that is a word that's used a lot. I was on the plane and I was hearing a lot of nida and I had no idea what about it. Like, yeah, that word, that was, yeah, just a random thing I threw out there. Okay, I'm also gonna step into one more thing. Uh, like, one thing that was at the bottom of my list, but I think I need to bring it up now because Eona, this one personally, it hits my feelings. Portion sizes, Korean lunches at work are a trap, guys. Guys, I don't know what they put into that food. Mara otlanona, my brother or my sister, otlanona, osabatlonona. Like, you will gain weight in ways you never expected. You'll be shook at how much weight you're gaining because I'm not who I was in the past. I really am not. Guys, like, I thought I came here quite slim and stuff like that. I haven't gained so much weight that I have to change clothing sizes, but I did a lot. Hey, I came here quite small, and now I've multiplied in ways I never expected myself to multiply, and I get quite happy. Right now, it's just become school vacation, so I don't have to worry about school lunches. When I get back to school lunches, I'm not getting back to school lunches. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pack my own lunch because, guys, I'm not joking. I've been here for 2 months. The things that have happened to my body, I get happy. Listen, I'm like, guys, please, like, I feel like I sound like I'm over exaggerating, but this is really a thing. I talk to my other foreign friends and they say they've had the same experience when it comes to school lunches and gaining weight. It's a trap, guys. It really is a trap. Stay away from it if you can. If you're gonna do it, do 1 month of it and then be grand. Over sharp, like we get sharp. Like, I don't need to go beyond this because wow. Okay, and then, so that is, I don't know what number we're on now. I think we're on I just did number 5 or number 6, guys. Sorry, mathematically I was not keeping track. So the next one would be I think another one that I want to bring up is, I was saying being lost and stuff like that, but I also want to add feeling overwhelmed and detached from your society because you're so different from everyone else full time. People will have conversations and you don't understand a thing people are saying. on the bus, everywhere. You just don't know what's going on, and it's very overwhelming. It's also overwhelming to move to a new place, have to discover new things. It's a lot at times, but I guess you get through it, and now we've kind of adapted, but like we need to adapt a lot more. By we, I mean me, my spirit, and I. So yeah, that's been very difficult. Also feeling detached from friends in South Africa because of the time difference. This is also leading into my next point, which is loneliness. That baby girl, she can clap you anytime she wants. Loneliness, guys, is a thing. I do not, I do not, I do not know how to speak about this girlie without like getting passionate. It really sucks when you're feeling lonely and detached from everyone and just like we like ke one like marana ke one like ke one mo lefatsheng le, like in a different country I'm alone, in this room I'm alone, like that thing hits and it laps. But those aren't, those moments don't last forever. It's just like an ebb and flow with those kinds of things. But it's very difficult to it's very difficult when those moments come. I feel like with every other emotion, um loneliness comes and goes. So have grace for yourself in those moments. Be kind to yourself. Look after yourself. And I feel like loneliness is also a cue to return to yourself and spend time with yourself and journal, play some music, take a shower, meditate, gotta do those skin things, yoga, gym, all those good things. Yeah. So that was the point there. We're moving on to the next point. The food here is very delicious, guys. Korean chicken slaps. It is life. It is life-giving. But I've noticed that everything, or like 70% of the meals, have garlic in them. The garlic bread is sweet, guys. They put sugar on the garlic bread. I get tlhaloganye, but like, yeah, everything has garlic in it. If you hate garlic, my sister or my brother, this is not your place. This is not the place for you to come, because it's a trap, guys. You'll find that garlic in everything, literally everything. Noodles, kore, anything they cook in, like they cook with a Korean recipe, you must find garlic in there. I don't know what it is about garlic, but it's a thing. Luckily I enjoy garlic, but you encounter garlic bread a lot, garlic breath a lot on the bus, when you're around other people. Like garlic is just a thing. All right, let's move on to the next point. I'm gonna say I live in Jeju City, in Jeju, on Jeju Island, and I live in Sogipo. If I could draw Jeju City for you, I think the camera is gonna inverse this, right? Inverse, opposite. I don't know, inverse or inverts this. All right, so if this is Jeju Island, Jeju City is on the top here, Sogipo is at the bottom here. I live at the bottom here. All the popping clubs, all the cool vibes and everything and stuff like that exist in Jeju City. There are some clubs here, but it's nothing like Jeju City. But there's like, yeah, everything happens in Jeju City. And guys. So a lot of the time we have to travel for groove, which is great and stuff like that. But it's also very interesting because it's not something I've experienced before. Like in SA, of course, you could have a party here and then they call you to Pretoria and there's groove there. But here, like, it would be very common for people to go to Pretoria if you're from Joburg, Pretoria for groove only, because Pretoria's clubs are a lot better than Joburg clubs in ways and stuff like that. And I feel like what's this? Jeju City has that vibe. Yabo Metropolitan. It's got many different nationalities, many different like people. Like the vibes are good and stuff like that. And I feel like Sogipo and all the other Bosong-sang, I don't know what the other side is. Um, all of those places are a lot more like king, what, conservative, more homogenous, more like you see a lot of the people are the same. And I feel like Jeju City is just a great melting pot. So we have to travel a lot, and we travel like an hour going to those places. I feel like a lot of the important cities are an hour away from each other. So yeah, that's basically it. Lastly, guys, last but not least, I think I've covered the whole list. I was gonna say, no, two last things. Uh, First of all, making friends is a lot easier than I expected. Like, people are so friendly and so willing to reach out. People are always willing to invite you to things, to make you happy, not make you happy, invite you, include you. Yeah, I've experienced that kind of hospitality from foreigners, specifically in Korea. I don't know about other people because I can't speak for their experiences, but for me specifically, people have been really friendly and very inviting to me. And then because of that, guys, here, guys, I don't know what it is. Marare phela se December-nyana, guys. Guys, good, like, group can happen now. Group can, good, you could be laying in bed. This is my, let me tell you about New Year's Eve. I was laying in bed telling myself I'm not going anywhere, and then somebody was like, no, I wasn't laying in bed, I was hiking, sorry. Yeah, but I was doing, like, those wholesome things. Like, you could be telling yourself, this is not how I'm gonna spend my weekend, and then somebody calls you and is like, do you want to do this? And of course, why would you say no to groove? Who are you to say no to groove? And then all of a sudden you're in a different city and you don't know how you got back home. Guys, I recommend it for anyone here, anyone watching this video, and anyone who's interested in the things that I've mentioned in this video. I would definitely recommend that you move to a new country, Korea, China, got an Asian country for teaching ESL, because I've really enjoyed my experience in this minute amount of time that I've spent here. I really enjoy my experience. And I would really love to encourage anyone else who's interested in this kind of thing to really go out of your way to pursue your dream, because these kinds of things really pay off. And like, when else would you say I lived in another country and I made new friends and I experienced the different culture and stuff like that? Go out and explore new things, guys. It's very exciting. Having said all of that, I would like to encourage you guys to in February, I'm going to be doing, like, the intake for EPIC starts in February, and they're taking, this is fall intake that starts fall intake starts in, like, the applications start in February and they end in August. So if you are interested in applying to come and teach here in South Korea, I will be walking people through the application process. I'm not your agent though. When I say walking you through, I'll be walking you through, like, helping you. This is, at this stage, maybe you should try and get these documents ready and stuff like that. I'm not going to be able to help you with specifically what you need in the documents. I'll try and post what I can, but I'll just be walking you through how to keep your time when it comes to these documents and stuff like that, because it's so easy to miss the EPIC deadline. And more South Korea. So I really encourage you guys to go over to my Instagram and check that out. If not, if you're on my WhatsApp contact, I will definitely be doing that on my WhatsApp statuses. So I'd really love it if you guys, if you're interested in moving to South Korea, really, yeah, took the information and tried to figure out your own things on your own side and really thought about moving to South Korea. With that being said, ke a leboga, guys. I hope you guys are having a wholesome Sunday. And from me, Slice in South Korea, to you all over the world,